everyone, it's Rachel Reed with Rachel's Super Cute Creations, and I am here on day 3 of our 12 days of junk journal gift ideas. Linda Israel and myself are working on 12 days of different types of junk journals that you can create and give for gifts. So this junk journal is a very easy, simple journal that you can do. Notice that it has these ring bindings instead of a normal sew-in signature. These little binder clips you can get at Walmart or your office supply store. These are 1-inch binder rings, and they're fairly inexpensive. They're approximately $3 maybe for a bin of them. So we're going to go ahead and get started. This junk journal was inspired by my thought was this would probably be like a recipe journal, and it's in the shape of a jar because I'm thinking cookies. I'm thinking that someone could put all of their Christmas holiday cookie recipes in this journal. So I'm going to just zoom in just a smidge so that you can see it. I cut out the shape of this with my Cricut. If you have a electronic cutting machine, you can absolutely use that. If you don't, just find an image online and cut it out. So this is just one that I traced. You can see there's ink on here. I just traced it and created a template. So here's a template to make one, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. So this is the front cover. It has some lace and some scrap papers. This is an image that I was able to get offline. And you open it up and there's this little pocket in here made from an envelope. This is a vintage card. Here's a little tuck spot. Notice that I cut some of the pages out of, all of the pages are junk journal pages, and so this was cut out of an old Christmas cookie recipe book that I got at the resale store. So here are some of those guest checks that I've made in the past. This right here is just a cupcake holder, and so I just stapled it on there, and it makes a little tuck spot so you can tuck things in if you want, but it's great. Here's a little tab, a little envelope. Here's some tea dyed paper. You can see here that I put a piece of lace over it so you get that nice texture to it, and there's some Glimmer Mist sprayed over top of that. Here's just some scrap of paper, and I'm just going to flip through these pages. So my thought is, as I said, that this would be used for either pictures, photos could go on here. A 4x6 can pretty closely fit, I think. Here's a 4x6 card, so let's see how close we are. Absolutely. So you could put a photo on here without a problem and document your Christmas, maybe Christmas cookie making. I just think it's a really cool gift for someone, and especially for those people who have everything. I don't know if you all have shoppers that are people you're shopping for that are like that, but handmade things are just so precious for people. I also included in here one of my recipes, so I would definitely make sure that you handwrite a recipe. People just don't handwrite anymore, and I just think there's just something so cool about handwritten things. And you can see this is another one of those pages from the recipe book. Just added a piece of washi up here. Here I decided to put a belly band. This is just a coin envelope that I covered with paper, inked up the edges, and there's nothing in here, but you can put little trinkets or items in there. But this can also be journaled on, so you could have a recipe right here as well if you wanted to. Over on the other side, you'll see kind of the same as the last one. Just another one of these little guest checks. This is great to write recipes. You could write a recipe on the back. You could hook a recipe in the back of here. Here, this has a double tuck spot. So there's a tuck spot right here and right here, which is another one of the little ephemera pieces that I made. This is just scrap paper. Just take your edge punch and edge punch it. Here's another way to write a great recipe on here, or a little note to the person. Whoops. And here's the back. So there's a little tuck spot right here. And then, of course, I just put this little vintage piece of ephemera in here. I thought it was cute. It goes along. It can be written on the back if you want. Here's just some scrap paper, some little cards to put some recipes on. But as I said, this is just a really easy gift. And I don't know how many pages are on here. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So there's 13 pages in here, which makes 26 front and backs to write on. Just think it's really cute. I just did some stitching just to ensure that everything held together, added some little ribbons right here. And what a great gift. You know, wrap this up. I would love to get this. So let's talk a little bit about making these shape journals. Once you get your template, all you need to do is trace it, and you are just going to cut your pages out. If you have a Cricut or electronic machine, you can go ahead and just cut your pages with, whoops, I got off track here a little bit, with the machine without a problem. But if you don't, because I know not everybody does, I want to make sure that this project is accessible to everybody. So just go ahead and cut around. One of the things that I love, I'm just going to zoom out a little bit here, sorry. I love these scissors. They are Fiskar scissors. They do not hurt your hand. For those of you that are struggling with scissors, just because it hurts your hand to cut. The other thing is these are great for detail. You know, go to your Michaels, go to your Joann's, get them when they're on sale. I want to say they're like $24.99 normally. But of course, I don't buy anything at full price. So I know I bought them at least 50% off, probably $12. I've had them for everything. You can cut cardboard. You can cut just about anything. But be careful because there's 2 sets. There's an orange set that is just for sewing, and then this set is for multi-purpose materials. And you do want the multi-purpose material set so that you can cut paper and you can cut different things. Remember that paper will dull scissors. So if you're a sewer, you don't want to use those same scissors. But you'll also find if you like to sew on paper, sometimes you can't cut the threads with your paper scissors. That's because paper dulls scissors very quickly. All right. So I'm not going to continue, but you would just go ahead and just cut this page out, and then, you know, continue to cut your pages out. Remember that on here, I actually cut front and back paper first, and then I used a cereal box to make this a nice heavy cardstock in the front. Shape journals are just fun. They're, you know, it's been in the scrapbooking world for a while, but let's pull it over to the junk journal world. There's no reason why we can't use the same ideas in our junk journaling. So I hope everybody likes this day 2 project, jar journals. Please make sure you leave some comments for me. I would love to see what you think of this. And if you make one of these journals, let me know. I will be selling these kits that are already done. I'll have all the pieces already cut out for you. I think I have at least 4 kits available right now. There may be more, so if you're interested, just leave me a message, a private message, and I will be happy to let you know what the cost is and send this out right away if you're someone who just doesn't want to cut these out. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this project, and I will see you again soon. Have a great day.